Australia! Death to one nation! Death to this nation! Shame! Shame!
How can you call for the death of political figures, death to the whole country, in front of police, with your face covered, of course? I think that the only thing they're missing here is their Palestine scarf. They must have left it at home. But I can't... G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, you've probably seen my video yesterday about the mass protest against One Nation because she came to Melbourne, Pauline Hanson, and Farugi was leading the charge of the Greens Party trying to take down One Nation. And I cannot believe these complete radicals. I'm going to show you some clips today. We're going to look at what Pauline Hanson said, and I'm going to just break down what they're saying and what they're actually doing. And I do not understand how none of these people have been arrested, because this goes beyond hate speech. This is getting into the territory of terrorism and political violence. And I don't know how these people are allowed to go out there and do this on the street just because they're left wing. Apparently the rules do not apply to them, even when they call for the assassination and the killing of political figures. It doesn't make any sense. So we're going to go through that today. We're going to have a look at it. We're going to show you one clip of a radical out there in front of the police saying these things, yet no arrests are made. They're allowed to say whatever they want because they're part of the, left-wing radical side that's in charge of our country at the moment. So they're allowed to go out here and say this stuff. But if someone from the right wing did this at one of Labor's or the Greens fundraisers, I can tell you they would be arrested straight away. So let's get into it. Let's expose these radicals led by the Greens Party, of course, Marine Farugi. Absolute radical. I can't believe she's out there doing speeches and leading these protests that want to abolish our country. It's absolutely sick. So let's watch this clip here first, and then we'll get into some more and show you who's at these protests.
Shame, fascists, shame! Die, Nazi scum! Shame, Pauline! Shame! Die, Pauline, you sick fuck! You sick fuck, Pauline! You know what you're doing! Shame! Shame, Nazi scum! Death to Australia! Death to one nation! Death to this nation! Shame! Shame!
How can you call for the death of political figures, death to the whole country, in front of police, with your face covered, of course? I think that the only thing they're missing here is their Palestine scarf. They must have left it at home. But I can't believe they can go out here and chant this stuff in front of law enforcement while there's political figures inside saying that they want to kill them, death to them. It's absolutely shocking. And these are the radicals, and they're the ones using the word fascist. And don't even mention Nazis. That's just stupid. That's just complete. They try to use these words like racist, Nazi and everything to silence us, to silence normal Aussies. And it's worked for a long time, but it's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. We want our country and our values. You can call us whatever you want. It's not going to change the opinion of the majority of Australians. We're not listening to you woke radicals anymore. The pendulum is swinging the other way. But what really annoys me is they use the word fascists. Fascists. They don't even know what that means. We're doing it through democracy. We're voting One Nation because Australians are joining together to take their country back and put their people first again and get things under control. These people yelling fascists, while they're the ones doing political violence and trying to take by force and protests, they're trying to stop the political democracy by force. That's what fascism is. They're the ones that go to violence. So technically, aren't they the fascists? I think they need to go back to university and understand what they're saying.
Pauline, shame! Burn fascist pigs! Shame on the fascists! Shame fascists!
We are doing it through democracy, not fascism. You are the fascists calling for violence. When you don't get your own way, you want to kill the opposition. I'm sorry, you don't understand what you're talking about. That's why you look so stupid. Absolute lunatic. So let me show you. Let's just listen to the start again to really get the words. And sorry, make sure you like this video, comment down below, because YouTube probably doesn't like these words. They're probably blocking it. So make sure you help share this video. We need to call these radicals out.
Shame, fascists, shame! Die, Nazi scum! Shame, Pauline, shame! Die, Pauline, you sick fuck! You sick fuck, Pauline! You know what you're doing! Shame! Shame, Nazi scum!
Here it comes.
Death to Australia! Death to one nation! Death to this nation! Shame!
death to all of them, including Australia. If you don't like Australia, you can leave. You absolute freaks. You don't know how good you have it. And you want to think that over there in third world countries that people try to run away from, you think you're going to have any rights over there, and you want to protest and try to call for an assassination of political parties you don't agree with and call them fascists. You're an absolute lunatic. And let me show you the signs these people use at these protests. Have a look at this. So you can see they're doing full marches with these signs, death to one crossed out, this nation. So they're not only calling for the death of one nation, and there's the Palestine scarf, of course, they're calling for the death of the whole of Australia. It's absolutely shocking. How is this not getting into the territory of terrorism when they not only wanted to take out political figures, but they want to take out the whole country? It's absolutely shocking. And these radicals are let run rampant in Melbourne non-stop. Where's the hate speech laws? Apparently they don't apply to these people. They don't apply when you try to call for the assassination of political figures. I thought that was illegal without the hate speech laws, calling for death on people. I think most people would agree with that. It's absolutely shocking. But these people, they're not right in the head. They're not right in the head. Let me show you. Look, let me get this other image up. You know, this is the people here doing these protests. Men in dress. This is why we need the asylums back. Please, people, bring the asylums back for these woke radicals that are destroying our country. How can these people vote? Like it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. These people out here voting, trying to destroy our country. These are the people online. When people get fired from their jobs, they're listening to people like this, calling them racist. It's absolutely out of control. You know, and it was really sad to see Barnaby out there saying what he got welcomed to in Melbourne and how radical these people are.
It's one thing that's stuck in my head, stuck in my craw a bit. They yelled out, death to one nation. Death to one nation. That is where we've got them. They are so terrified of the change that is coming that they're willing to say, I want you gone. I want you gone. I want you dead.
And I do not understand how that is allowed. How is that allowed in Australia? Calling for the death of political figures and other parties. It doesn't make any sense. This was never allowed in Australia before these left-wing radicals get in charge. They call you fascists, then they want to take their way by force and destroy the country. They don't only want to stop, they want to destroy the country, as many of them chant death to Australia. Why are you here? If they're not from Australia, they should be deported instantly. This is complete radicalism, and they're worried about right-wing people just for speaking up on wanting their values put first and not wanting mass immigration when you can't even get a house in a park at the shopping centre. Inflation's through the roof. Crime's through the roof. And then they want to worry about us just speaking up wanting our country back when there's literally people on the street in mass causing for the death of the country and trying to get to one nation. I mean, this country's got to wake up to itself because this is getting out of control. These people are complete radicals. They should not be allowed here. They should not be allowed on the streets. They should be locked up. We need the loony bins back open because these people are living among us. It's absolutely crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand how this is allowed to happen. But anyway, make sure you like this video, comment down below what you think, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Facebook, join us over on YouTube. We cover a lot more, get videos early, join the live streams. We have a lot of fun over here. I'll leave it in the comments down below. But we need to keep exposing this, speaking up for Australia, because it's only getting worse as these radicals panic and they're going to attack because they don't get arrested. They're allowed to go out there and literally scream at one nation that we're going to kill you, and the police just stand there and let it happen. So who's in charge of the police? Who's giving them these orders to, if these people are trying to threaten and kill one nation in front of them, they will not touch them. Who's saying that? How is that allowed? I don't know how it's allowed. It shouldn't be allowed.